Flying can be a stressful experience for some people, and it is essential to recognize that passengers, when they've bought that ticket, have certain rights.
Phase 1 of Canada's Air Passenger Bill of Rights is now in effect, and it could affect your future experience. It focuses on what happens in the case of excess tarmac delays, denial of boarding, and lost or damaged baggage.
The new rules make things worse for passengers with respect to tarmac delays, of how long an airline can keep a passenger on the aircraft against their will.
Some critics aren't a fan of the government's long-promised Bill of Rights, saying one of the changes requiring airlines to let passengers off a plane after 3 hours of tarmac delays is pushing limits and should be a maximum of 90 minutes. But the transport minister told reporters at Montreal's Trudeau Airport Monday the time limit is comparable to that of the U.S.
During those 3 hours, there has to be the passengers have their treatment has to be make things as comfortable as possible for them with respect to access to bathrooms and air conditioning.
But for some travelers, it isn't enough.
My kids are pretty seasoned travelers as well, but I think being on the tarmac, not being able to move, I imagine you probably still can't take seatbelts off. That would be pretty tough.
And then you might miss the connecting flight. So we've got to go to LA, and then if you're on the tarmac here, you could miss a connecting flight. That's bad.
Dreadful, right? If it's supposed to protect people, then this is not an effective approach. So,
if you're in a situation where you're bumped off a flight, your rights will be protected and you'll be compensated up to $2,400 if the reason is within an airline's control.
An overbooking situation occurs, that the problem will be resolved in terms of a check being provided to the person who is denied boarding within 48 hours, if not immediately.
Being denied boarding is narrowly defined, and Gabor Lucas, founder of Air Passenger Rights, says Canada should adopt Europe's gold standard.
You don't have to prove why you weren't allowed on. You were there at the airport on time, you had your passport, you had your confirmed booking, you were not on the plane, here's your €600.
But good news for anyone whose baggage is lost or damaged, airlines will have to compensate you up to $2,100. A new compensation structure will come into effect on December 15th when Phase 2 is launched. In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.